What's up, hockey fans? Welcome to Hockey Island, and thanks so much for joining me. And the Islanders beat the Capitals 5-3. Such a huge win last night. The team was on point. We played really well, and I'm pumped about that. You got to be excited for the win last night, considering the game that they came off of against the Lightning, which wasn't terrible. It's just a good win against the team that's #1 in the Metro. So let's go through some of these points in this game. So first off, let's talk about Beauvillier, who absolutely dominated that first period. He honestly just had his game face on, showed up, was all over the puck. And actually, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the third period, he had a chance for a hattie. Josh Bailey with 3 assists, Brock Nelson with 3 assists, and it's just these things that you like to see. Guys hustling all over the ice. There was no question that they played 60 minutes last night, and that's what they need to do against big teams. And I gotta say, that first goal from Beauvillier, the way it was set up from Brock and Bailey was perfect. It was just a great play, how they set it up, and they controlled the offensive zone when they got into it. It was great, it was a good put away, and that's what we gotta do going forward. Taves with a great goal as well. He attacked the net, he did what he was supposed to do, and got a puck on the net. You know, it was great to see that he outplayed Kempery on the defensive side and just beat him, and that's what you gotta do. You have to gun towards the net and keep that up. That's why we beat them out. Every play we were beating them out. And I know the third period looked like a struggle, but all in all, I think we did a pretty good job in the third. Uncle Leo and Eberle with goals in the second, and that's what you want to see from Eberle. You want to see him crashing the net and being a goal scorer. That's what I want from Jordan Eberle. I don't want him to start, trying to play a different type of game. He's got to crash that net. He's got to put pucks in the net. That's what he's here for. Uncle Leo's goal is just coming out of straight hustle. The guy's a hustler. I love watching Uncle Leo when he's on his game because he knows the game better than a lot of the guys on the ice. And that's why he's such a big component on this Islanders team. He's able to do those things. Samsonov, 15 for 20, not so good last night. His save percentage actually is better than Holtby's in general, but last night it just looked like he was off his game. There were a few shots from the Islanders that looked like they should have been saved, and they went in, and I was like kind of scratching my head too, but hey, I'll take those goals any day of the week. Holtby had to come in and save the third period for him, and it just ended up being kind of a messy game and a slump game for the Capitals. On the other hand, Greiss had a good game as well. I know that first goal should not have gone in. If you guys watch that play again, if you watch that first goal for the Capitals, Greiss was totally out of position. I'm not sure. The puck was coming here, right? Greiss is over here. Like, the puck is coming here, man. Greiss has done this in the past. I've discussed this too many times that he just totally misses the puck from the point, and it's frustrating to see. He does it all the time. You got to watch that. It's very concerning. I do expect Varley to start tonight against the Philadelphia Flyers, and considering Greiss's performance last night, which wasn't terrible at all, I think after that first goal, he turned it up, 26 for 29, I believe, and honestly, that's what you need from Greiss. You need him to turn it up, especially against teams like the Capitals, who are a sharpshooting team for sure. PK wasn't bad last night. They had 2 stops out of 3. Barzal, unfortunately, was quiet last night. Now, I always feel like Barzal should be showing up in these big games. I realize that, he had an assist last night. These games against the Capitals and top 5, top 10 teams, he should be a big component in these games to kind of propel the Islanders to move forward and make big plays. So let's talk about tonight's game. Do not be deceived. Philadelphia is a good team. Now, I know they're super volatile, especially in their last 3 games. They had Jersey, which they lost to 5-0, and then they come in and beat the Capitals in Washington 7-2, and then last night they play the Panthers home at Philly and beat them 4-1. They're on a good streak. They're looking good. It seems like the team is meshing. They're a high firepower team, especially from the point, which is why I want Varley to start tonight. And the biggest thing that you can expect from the Philadelphia Flyers is really Carter Hart in net. He is such a big component to that team, and he came back last night, did a great job. I think he was 30 of 31. But this is a team we can absolutely beat. I am not too concerned with the Flyers if we play our game. If we come in like we did last night, play with the urgency that we had last night, we'll be fine. And this goes forward. I mean, this is just an ongoing discussion that the Islanders simply have to show up like they did last night. The urgency was there, the hustle was there, and the goals came. Because you know what? Big teams like this, against the Capitals, against the St. Louis Blues, against the Bruins, you have to show this urgency no matter what. Now, tonight is no exception. You have to show up against the Philadelphia Flyers. Guys, we don't have an easy schedule coming up, and I'm going to run through this as quickly as I can because this is important. You have to keep this in mind, especially considering who we're playing tonight and on Thursday. So tonight, we go against the Philadelphia Flyers at Barclays, at home. That's great. But now, after that, we're going against the Predators in Nashville, and then on Saturday we go against the Vegas Golden Knights in Vegas. And then on Monday, we're going against Arizona in Arizona. And then on Wednesday, we go against Colorado in Colorado. Not an easy schedule, but this is where the Islanders need to turn it up. I think last night's game was a great propeller and turbocharged to push us through the rest of these games. This is important, and we need these wins. So let's go out there and do it. You guys know what I'm talking about. This is not new. The team needs to show up every single game like they did last night, and we're gonna have a great rest of the regular season. Now, there's only 28 games left in this regular season, and I, for one, am not interested in the Islanders doing a slump. This is the time to turn it up. We're getting towards the playoffs. Now you need to show your true colors. On a side note, did anyone notice that there were like maybe 10 sticks last night that broke? It was almost hilarious at one point. But Villiers, next time you get an open slot shot in front of the net for a hat trick, you better put that thing away, man. So guys, on that note, thank you so much for watching. This is a pretty straightforward game. We kicked their butt. I think we did a great job, and that's what we need to do going forward in the regular season. This is not a question of if we can do it. We can do it. We just gotta show up. Please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe bell, and comment in the section below if you got anything to say. And always remember, guys, this is our island.
One thing I do want to mention that I didn't mention in the video is that the Islanders took Bellows out of last night's game, didn't have him play, and put Ross Johnston in. And honestly, great move. You know, Johnston did his job in disrupting the offensive setup for the Capitals by playing his physical game, and you saw it all over the ice. He was pushing guys right from the get-go, and that's what they need to do against big teams like this. So it just goes to show, guys, the Islanders coaching staff knows what they're doing. So don't freak out, you know, when you see things like this. They're doing things for a reason. It's not just because. And just because, you know, we want a goal scorer on the ice, we didn't need a goal scorer last night. You got to have faith in the players that are on the ice, and that's really what it's about.